All right. Gonna get started building our new task. We are building this guy right here today. We're gonna be going for this guy and seeing how we do. It should be pretty good. Pretty straightforward. So we're going to kind of get the dimensions down real quick and then kind of go for it, I think. So basically, I'm gonna put down the blueprint, the footprint of the situation, and go from there. Oh, we're getting kicked offline. Hey, Spandy. I have no internet for a second. How you doing? Good to see you, sir. Oh, dear. Hopefully everything's back now. It looks like we're good. I can't pull up my own channel analytics. YouTube's not allowing me to. So that's weird. I believe we'll be okay. We're going to get started on this. Hopefully, Spandy, if you're on a device where you could try the imager link, would you mind testing it? I'm glad it's better. I'm streaming in 4K, and on my other channel, I can do it effortlessly. It almost feels like there's a little bit of a curse going on here. It's kind of weird. We're going to put down like a stone base on this house to start, so it's elevated. So that's what we're going to start with. And then go from there. Sorry, I'm trying not to be distracted. I just want to start, but it's just a little bit goofy and I don't know why. Okay. Yes, stone base. And I think I should probably just do the old-timey stone. I don't love how it looks, but I think it's the best option because everything else is a little too clean for what we're looking for. So I think we're going to go here. With the image, technically, the mountains are a little too close, but this is the spot I picked. This is what I picked. Go me. I already pre-cleared because that can be a little boring for the stream. The imager link works as well. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, I seem to be a little cursed on this channel with my 4K streaming for some reason, and I don't know why. Same internet, same computers, but when I 4K on this computer, it doesn't like me as much. All right. Yeah, so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get the angle and the rough idea of the dimensions. This would be the front left corner. I also, it's hard to see it, but in the dimensions, it's also going to require a little bit of love on the porch kind of idea. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let's do 7 and an end cap. So we're going to start with this. My screen, like the game, feels like weirdly laggy in a way that I'm not expecting. All right. So this is going to be the edge of the actual house. Like, so this is the two sides of the house. So we are going to, just for the sake of it, do this. We cannot see the other side of the house from the image provided, but I think we're going to go ahead and mirror it. That feels appropriate. I feel like I made a mistake last time. In how I kind of set up the situation. So I'm trying to remedy that this time around. I hope the cabin's cozy. We're going to find out. Spandy, what have you been... I know you've been streaming. What games have you been playing? Alright, here's this. Okay, so that is just the actual house. So for reference purpose, we're gonna use the original stuff here. Also, is it possible to get a better lighting situation? Not entirely, huh? We're gonna use I think the OG stuff. And we are going to put it at the front. Maybe we'll put it at the back and then double layer it. That might be nice. Phasmophobia, Forewarned on Fridays, Claire Obscure Expedition. Ah, right. I'm assuming you like that game quite a bit, yeah? Right now I'm just putting some ideas together, so forgive the sporadicness here. This is experimental. I'm trying to frame out the bigger idea here. Oopsie. So we're going to go there. I have never seen my OBS not be able to retrieve my live stream. That's so weird. That's concerning, don't we think? All right, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I've heard great things. So I'm glad it's going well. I guess I'm just gonna have to give up on this because I have a stream to do. But so there's a thing on OBS where you're allowed to see your own analytics and your own stuff, and I can't. It's just not working. So first time. I also have 2 channels now, so I think there's a chance I have broken it. Through that, where it's confused. But the stream is up, and I'm assuming it's accessible on my channel and that it's being pushed by YouTube. So we'll find out in an hour, probably. All right, we're gonna throw this together. I also, in a rare occurrence, we are also going to attempt to do the inside a little bit on this one because it is a smaller build. So we are actually going to do some stuff to this. I don't really want to use too much, but I think I'm going to use black to highlight. Like some of the textures and beams, I'm going to move into the dark wood. The deer are quite excited. I don't know if you guys heard that. I'm not sure how loud the game volume is, actually. It might be a little too quiet. I am still compelled to try. Maybe, I'm trying to find like a more gracious lighting. Oh well, it's okay. For some reason for me in 4K, like in the HDR, it kind of looks a little bit tough sometimes for me. Like the contrast is so dark. Okay, we got that, and then we're gonna need a deck. So we're gonna hit him with this. Interessante. Oh, I see. Weird. Yes. I'm here now. You can begin. Well, hello. We are doing the thing and the stuff, and it is going well. I obviously outside of the thumbnail, Serotonin, if you wanted to follow along in any way, it's the imager link do be the answer. Obviously I don't need this. I was just going to try something and I don't need to. So this is the deck and it's going to be good enough. It does require a wooden stair, which is interesting, which for me we're going to place here. And I think I want to build it in a way where it looks like it's built in. Like it doesn't just come up to the stone. So we're gonna place it in and kind of work with it a little bit. What are you up to, Serotonin? Hopefully things are good. We're just getting started. And I think it's a good start. I do be hoping. I think I'm going to keep the motif that is not in the image, and that is the stone overlay. Like the kick out of stone or along the ledge. I think we're going to keep that active throughout. I think it do be looking good. Do some additional things with that at some point. Things are swell. Well, that's a good thing for things to be, no doubt. I'm glad things are swell. Are you playing any new games? Any new things to report? Okay, we're gonna get the idea across here. The idea has been across. I think one of the things I'd like to do is maybe figure out what I really want to do with this. So we're going to revisit that. Okay. But we've got things moving where they need to be. And on the bottom layer of this house, I don't think there do be any confusion. About where things are. The back or the side of this house has a little bit of something going on, or the side image. So we're gonna flush it out a little more than it currently is, which is what I'm doing now. So I'm gonna figure out how I want this to look. And we're going to get that done. Gaming through you. That sounds good. Well, I'm going to be playing a new one. I haven't recorded it yet, but I'm doing a new Let's Play tomorrow. I'll be recording it tomorrow, to be specific. Oh boy, what's it called? Enador? Oh crap, I think it's Enador or something like that. Dang it. Sorry, I'm not remembering. I want to say it's Enador. I think I'm getting that wrong. It's okay. It looks very much up the alley of the things we should be playing, so I'm excited to give that one a try. Like to know what you think when it does end up hitting the channel. It'll be a day. I'll probably end up being able to drop it Wednesday morning, if not Tuesday night. We'll see. Depends on how much I can get done. Sometimes it's a bit of a doozy to do. Obviously, as we get started, if you guys wouldn't mind liking the stream if you haven't already. I am a little nervous. Endalore, that's the one. Thank you. I'm a little nervous that my Let's Play stuff has torpedoed my Valheim content on the channel in regards to the algorithm. So I'm hopeful that this stream gets some momentum tonight. I feel like we always find a way to get momentum on one of these streams in some way or another. And if we don't tonight, it very well could be a coincidence, but it's a little bit of a scare that I may have poo-pooed YouTube's thoughts on my selection of content. Who knows? But I do very much enjoy the Let's Plays, so for what it's worth, I very much enjoy making them. And I do enjoy this, so I really should be doing this a little more than I am. But I also don't want to, like, build myself out of interest. Luckily, I can get started on my mega project again. Unfortunately, I do need to reset all my waterfalls. But it is unbroken, so now I can actually do it. It just is going to take a little bit of extra work to reestablish the waterfalls first. How's it going, Susannikins? Obviously, like, a part of me is really concerned that because my OBS analytics don't show up in OBS, that, like, YouTube may or may not be showing my stream outside of the direct link you guys have. Or that maybe it's on my channel, but not, like, live on the Webernets, like, as in being pushed. We'll find out. Okay, we're gonna move to... One of the things about this image is it does, like, the wood kind of goes back and forth on its direction. We are not going to worry about that. As in, we're not going to stress it. We're going to use the materials we want to use and get it damn close. We'll find out if I end up liking what I'm going for here. I'll stick with it for a bit. Obviously this is a hair longer than what is in the image as well. But I like the body of it a little more. I think the other one's a little too abbreviated. So we are going to go for it for now. Like, as usual, I take some creative liberties. Because it just makes more sense. And I think, fundamentally, the house looks better with the extension as is, as opposed to it being really short. So we're gonna stick with it. As I said when the stream started, for those of you who weren't here, there's a chance I actually I'm gonna decorate the inside to a degree on this one. Shock and awe ensues, I know. The reason I say that as a possibility is because this is not this is probably the least comprehensive build we've done live. As in, it's not like, you know, 5 buildings or a village worth of material. It's just one building. So I'm going to put a reasonable amount of detail into it in some way or another. Hopefully you guys enjoy the 4K version of Valheim today. Because we do be 4K-ing. Okay. A couple things we need to figure out next is the floor on the inside of the building. And the doorway. Another thing about this is it doesn't seem... The door doesn't seem centered. I think I'm gonna center it. Maybe it's an optical illusion, of course. I think we're gonna center it. Do we want to use prefab door? We probably could. Are you trying to say any chance you could put up the image you're trying to build? So that's why I did the imager link, Serotonin, is because I don't want to have it on the screen. Obviously, if that's not an enjoyable thing I've done, I can do that. Like I'm not opposed to changing it. But I guess that's up for debate. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at this and wanting to do something with it, I think, and I'm not sure what that is. So I'm just currently gandering. Okay. I'm gonna stick with the dark theme here, I think. At the entryway. And then the deer are very active today. See how nice that looks? Can't tell from the other side because of the damn sunlight, no matter where I put the sun. I may or may not. Let's try something here. I'm going off book for a second. Apologies. I do wish it didn't look like that. But that's okay. Maybe that'll look all right. Oh, my hammer done broke. Yeah, I probably can. That's probably true. I will say from a VOD perspective, people do click on it quite a bit because the, I can see how many views it gets. And it does get clicked on quite a bit, but yes, that probably would make sense, Mandy. One of those is not sitting right. There we go. I'm trying to create something a little different. It's close. Something feels not perfect about it, but for now we're going to be good with it. I'd like to manually place this right here. Oh, you know what? Let's put down this first. Okay, that feels a bit more real. Excellent. I'm trying to reach for the cozy vibes early here on the front of the building. So we're taking a little bit of extra time to try and present coziness. I cannot see that. Might have to go this side to do this. Yes. wonder what it would look like if I connected another one to that. Not right. Okay. I wanted like a half moon accent there, and I'm not sure if that's what I'm really getting out of that. We'll let it sit for a bit. And we'll come back to it. Give me a second, actually. Dang. I was hoping I could see one of your guys' chats and pin it, because then I would just ask you guys to post it for me. But that is not an option that I possess. Dang. Okay. I will have to do that in the future, Spandy. Okay. The doors and window look like a face. That's fair. How's it going, Tiger? I think this do be looking pretty good so far. Obviously, we're gonna have to take... Oh, I have an idea, actually. Take a creative liberty or two here. Because this is not in the image, but as I said, we're gonna actually flush this out a little bit more. So here we are. Oops. Oh, that was right. Kind of looks like a staple. Say more. Oh, we do be building. Minnie, can you pin things in my chat? I can't seem to. Are you able to, like if you currently look at a text in my chat, are you able to pin something? We're trying, we have an experiment we need to be doing. All right, let's do... Okay, hold on, hold on. This is that one. This goes here. There is... Yes, almost forgot. This awning do be coming out of here. And unfortunately, is this going to not align? Actually, that's great. That airs this out. I actually like that. Because then we can do a little bit more of that. You don't have that ability. Seems like even I don't. I don't know where to do it. I'm sure it's on my actual YouTube page. Oh, from when you used to ride horses. Okay. Yeah, oh, I got it. Got it. Oh, stable. Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. I am feeling like I need to do this. Let's see if I can do it really quick. Sorry guys, 2 seconds. All right. You guys want to let me know if that works? You know, I'm actually not using any mods to stop animals from coming over here or anything. So I guess they just don't like us. Okay, I would like to do some work on this, and I'm wondering if I would rather do... I might have to place these manually to get the aesthetic I want. So that they stick out further. Yeah, I think so. Cool. For now, that'll do. Okay, so that is our awning. We're going to require that we go across as well. I seize a pin. It worked. Works great. Excellent news. Thank you so much. As I said earlier, guys, without repeating myself too much, I apologize. If you haven't already liked the stream, please do. I am trying to figure out, obviously liking and chatting more consistently like you guys are doing helps out a significant amount. So much appreciated. But we're trying to figure out if YouTube is going to be mad at me for me stepping out into a different genre. So really appreciate you guys being here tonight for this stream. And I guess we'll see if it goes anywhere tonight. It could be nothing if it doesn't, but I really hope. I've always really liked that these streams tend to do quite well after about an hour or so. And it always seems to take off a little more with more chatting and more liking, which is probably, I guess, predictable, but we're going to find out. I guess it wouldn't hurt to just make that full for support. Yeah, we'll just do that. We're trying to get, I haven't really thought a lot about all these angles. It's going to get a little spicy, I think. Yeah, I do that. I mean, in general, that seems to be a common complaint with me anyway. But I do get, at least after some time, I realize that does happen to me with every other stream I hear too. Okay, I need a visual for a second. Sorry. This guy is directional this way. This guy, nope, is directional. We're just going to get a grasp here. Definitely YouTube. Okay. Well, that's good. Yes, I'll just sit there. I mean, it happens. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted to do this for. I'm trying to wrap my head around my roof frame. I know, I should have done this first. My apologies. No need for violence. Okay, because in this case, it's coming off the side there. And then this is a wall. So I actually will be deleting some of this roof frame eventually, I believe. I am just using it as a mental stopping point. I really do be hating that when you do that, it goes through, it clips through like that. I really don't like it. You know, what's interesting? Man. Okay. We'll do this. We'll do that. I don't know. What if I didn't use one of these? I don't like what it's making me do because it gives the double line, but I don't think I have a choice. I might be able to get creative in a little while. For now, we're going to just get the aesthetic down. Okay, so we have in the front our Beamertons right here. The math do be mathin'. Okay. On top of that, every like third one or every second one, there's like a secondary log, which is kind of nice. Nice aesthetic. So there's kind of like this is like a giant entry. And I feel like what I need to do here is build like a kind of a forward facing spot right here. Like this. So it's almost like there's going to be an attic in here. And I'm curious how I want to... Yeah, okay. We need a big window in the middle. So for this side... I didn't do that. I did not do that. What on earth? I have not played Valheim with this new mouse yet. And I think that was Exhibit A of its tendencies. Okay, we're going to have a window there. Let's see if I can get this across without it breaking. Okay, and then we're going to put a floor down. So with that there, we're gonna, yeah, I know. We're gonna put a decorative ridge in here, which is dictated. It is observed here. So we're gonna match it. I do wish they had the half-Cs on these ones. How's the volume, guys, by the way? Are we doing alright? Obviously, once again, haven't played Valheim on this new setup yet, so, you know, in this game, this is a bit newer. Oh, come on, don't zoom in on me like that accidentally. Yes. You think it's good? Excellent. Thank you. Oh, Spandy, is Crimson Desert a game you would play, or is that really not your thing? I was thinking about that the other day, because I know you've been streaming and we talked about the games you've been playing, but I was curious if Crimson Desert's up your alley. Okay. Come on. Nope, one more back. Thank you. Actually, let's go ahead and throw this in here too. Oh dear. Don't break. I might give it a try at some point. I mean, if you're in no rush, I guess it's probably a good idea to wait for it to go on sale or something, huh? The reason I'm doing this, by the way, is for this. I think from like a aesthetic perspective, that might be kind of cool. Found a mistake in destroying everything already? You know, I haven't, actually, surprisingly. How's it going, Antler Carver? The only thing that is different on purpose is this is slightly longer than the original image. That's it. So I'm pretty happy. I actually think I'm doing quite well with this so far, to be honest with you. Ooh. There we go. Just gonna fill some of this in before I forget and it gets way too difficult. Okay, we need to double that on this side. I'd like to keep ahead of this so I don't oopsie poopsie myself a little bit here. And like I said, I may come back around and delete some of this roof frame material. It will depend on how I feel about it, its aesthetics, and what's visible when we're done. But for now, that's going to be good there. So after the first one, we have the overhang going this way as indicated by our pre-build situation. To be honest, in hindsight, we probably should have used iron again. I tend to do that sometimes and forget that I should be using iron because I just start building. Oh, right. Almost forgot these ones. All right. There we go. I know that, like, in some way or another, it just has like the one, but I do think it would look better creative liberty wise. If I connected some things. I'm not sure that's gonna let me, huh? And that's too far out, yeah? Yeah. Well, for now we could do this. I mean, it should really have something like that anyway. Okay. So, I think the big problem will be stability when it comes down to it. In this case, I've overdone this, and I am going to remove this right here at least. Okay, and then we need... No. This also has the overhang. For now. Throw some stuff in there. That's gonna break on me. I needed time to think. Okay. We'll go with that. And then... one of the interesting parts of this is going to be figuring this out right here. Because it does go in. That is actually what happens. It does in fact go into. Right here. There's a window right there. I mean, I don't know what the need for any tricks would be right now. This is pretty, you know, this is pretty easy. Although I'm just following a template right now, I should... Like I said, this is actually harder than... Oopsie, here's where we're going to need the iron beams. Honestly, this is easier, or this is harder than regular building for me without a doubt. That's right, we have to amend this. Like we did on the other side. I'm sure there are some things I could do. All right. You know, given how some of these things go, so far so good, I'd say. But, yeah, I actually said at the beginning of the stream something similar to that, that the core wood could have been, that I actually said, like, there's some weirdness about some of the material that I'm just not gonna worry about, and one of those comments was indicative of that. I also may undo... I like the separation of this a little bit, but this doesn't really make much sense, so we may undo that in a little while. But yes, I had some similar commentary. You know, I'm supposed to have a crossbeam right across here as well. I just like the way it looks when it's opened up more. So I think for now we're going to keep it that way. But yes, the core wood could have been pretty nice for some of it. But I've also built way too many cabins with core wood at this point. Whether it's the build from our first community world or one of these Let's builds when I did the giant cabin. I feel like I use it too much. And I wanted to, ironically, challenge myself a bit. Oh, that sits with just a gap. I wanted to challenge myself a little bit to not do that. Okay, just thinking about what I could do next there. Ooh, little lag. World save, casual. All right, and then in this case, once again, two things. Are going to happen. Okay, so I don't need any of this. Excellent. That's fine. What great news. Oh, yeah. Fair. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't feel like I've had any snap point issues yet, but I get what you mean. I've manually shift placed a few things, but that was entirely intentional. But yeah, I guess I could. Hey, buddy. Look at all the deer coming to say hello. How nice of them. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get all this correct where I want it. And I think taking it a little slow, but I am getting it. There we go. Okay, at some point here we're going to go back and put some iron beams into the infrastructure. We'll do that in a few seconds. Birds are really mad about me doing that right there. They were very upset. All right. You can hear the, we're right by the mountains, so we got the peaceful howling of the wolves. Never ending. Just teasing us with their deadly howls. Not deathly howls. LOL. Okay. That's awesome. These were 100% the green thing, but that's okay. Luckily, I didn't do too much damage. Okay, without messing it up a 10,000th time, I definitely need this side to have stuff on it. There we go. Okie dokie. So I think I can place this roof piece, just not the top piece yet. Okay. So the imager link is we're getting close. I think we're going to have to build this first, I think. I have an idea to like get myself feeling like it's solid. Also, there is a window in this one. I just want to get an idea of the mapping here. Okay. We'll do more with that in a second. Don't break. Okay, or break. It's fine. Oops, hello. Come on. Oh, it doesn't like it. Fine. Fine. Metal beam time. Actually. Yeah, I guess we will go here. That already messed up. I do wish you could see it a little better than they let you see it sometimes. Oh, I understand what's happening. I'm a silly goose. Oh no, I did it right. Don't doubt yourself. Okay, I'm not really worried about that. I could be wrong. I will reconvene. Why? What's going on there? Oh, that's right. I had to delete one thing to see. Okay, I need to connect. Maybe I will. I can get away with it. I know why that's like that. I just don't. I think I can get away with it. Let's see if I can. Like I said, on this build, we're actually going to try and do a little more detail here and there. I'm not going to do pointless details, but I'm going to do an amount of detail that is a little higher than I'd usually do in these streams. Okay. So this has an iron beam there. So if I just go here, that may or may not do enough for what I want. And then I will do... Okay, stop. There we go. Doesn't like it anyway. Doesn't matter. Okay. We'll see if I've gotten away with enough there. We're gonna find out. Alright, I need a little bit more of this guy. So I think that's it. Right, I think this is it. It's either that or one more. What does one more look like? No. Okay, We'll go with that. I feel like that's not a bad move. It's not going to like that for very long. Throw it together and see how it does. The finite amount of iron beams I put in might just be enough for this. I think so far I've put in enough to just ride the line. I don't think I'll get away with it the whole time, but so far so good. Okay. So this does go out all the way to here. Gotta love a deer harmony, you know? Oh. Right. I wish we had some of the pieces teased for Deep North for this. Oh, yeah, that'd be a good idea. The old Deep North. You know, I've thought about doing, I've thought about streaming the Ashlands. I mean, I literally haven't played them, so. I have thought about it as like doing like a few live streams of me playing the Ashlands, because I obviously need to get a little bit more integrated into it here in order to feel good about the next update, because I don't even have that. Like in my Valheim world that you guys all know, that I've done my main playthrough where we got the queen done. I have not done the Ashlands on that. Yeah, probably. I mean, to be honest, it's one of the reasons I didn't actually go and play it, is it, a lot of people thought it was a little unnecessarily hard. From what I could tell. Obviously it is what it is. That is the gist I got, I feel. I don't know what you guys thought. How many of you in the chat have actually played through the Ashlands? Some of you may have watched some creators play it. That feels like that would check out. Like I would imagine Dawn played this, or Ashlands, if I had to guess. Alright, we're getting there. It's tough at first, was worse during the playtest. Oh, okay. In the test branch. It discourages it. That's funny. Yeah. I mean, I just heard it was quite the death loop, you know? Okay. I think what I need to do, like, these windows don't seem entirely, like, they're not centered on the building. I think they need to be smaller. Okay. Yeah, totally. Oopsie. Um, I think, to be honest, I kind of just want to make these little slivers, but I kind of can't because this piece. I might have to rethink that. I think for now, structurally, I should put it back. But like, hypothetically, that is not where that window should be, I don't think. Like I said, I'm going to literally put it back for now, and we'll revisit. I didn't mind it before, but now I feel like it's just a little off-center. It is a death loop. When I get back to play again with my husband to get ready for Deep North, the second combat updates, he almost refused. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I do want to play. I really should play the Ashlands. I should. I think it would be good for me to do so when I go to the Deep North, I feel better about it. Honestly, I guess the thing I don't know is can I actually skip the Ashlands and go to the Deep North, or is there an item or a table? Like, is my leveling going to be too low? Are there items like I have to have? Because that would obviously mean I have to. It is what it is. I don't know if this is going to hold. Okay. I was using down trees for defensive structures. It's very defensive built. Okay. Oh, you do need the gear. Excellent. Okay, well. Got it. I cannot see. Then I guess you guys are gonna watch me die a decent amount, because I should really be playing it. You will die a horrible death without the gear from the Ashlands, if it's 1/10 of the Ashlands. I am curious if they got the feedback or care about the feedback that it was very difficult in a way that wasn't necessarily the vibe. Obviously if it's intended, it is what it is. Can I double these up and make this look better? No. Because I mean, obviously, if they want it to be that difficult, they're gonna say tough shit, and that's totally fine. Okay, gotcha. So the answer is a profound you must. Fair? Which I am willing to do. Hmm. Deep North is supposed to be more of the cozy side again. Well, that would be cool. I would be pretty pleased with something like that. I think it would be pretty cool to have that little cozy kind of idea again. Okay, that isn't actually working anyway. Okay, we'll just do what we're supposed to with that. Ironically, it's probably better anyway. Yep. The old cozy Valheim. How nice. Yeah, it seems like the other side of it was a little stressful. Oopsie. I don't know if I actually want to mess with anything else here. I was going to do something kind of cutesy, but I don't. Yeah, no, not worth. Okay. I need it to be kinder than this. Be kind. Man, it really doesn't like me today. That's okay. This is the side no one's supposed to see anyway. That doesn't look good. That's upsetting. It looks like I want it to from there. That's painful. Nobody look at that. Alright. I don't think I'm going to get away with this part. Although, this is closer to the iron beam that is not benefiting anyone here, I don't think. Oh, unkind things have happened. I see, I see. That might be why we had the little uneven hiccup here. There we go. I didn't mess anything up. Except for that immediate part. Yeah, yeah. What are we breaking? Okay, that's fair. Let's make sure I can simulate that here. That's a little too high. Almost. That'll do. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Not going to be able to do more than that without... Well, I can. I just think... For now, we'll do this. And that'll go there and there in a second. Oh, I never connected the other iron beam. Oh, it just doesn't... Oh, I got a better clip on it. Okay. Cool. Okay, obviously I have another option to layer iron beams through the center bar if I need to. Although I don't think I'll need to. Not bad. Yeah, I guess that's true, Tiger. We could do another server. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. We could do another server. Actually, I think at this point, Alright, some creative liberties are going to be had over here because it's not on the image. So I can do what I want. Boom. Okie dokie. I should probably fill that in right there, but LOL. I will do this. Obviously, this house will be a nightmare for rain collection, but that's not the point. Overall, we are capturing what we're supposed to capture. It's tough. I hate the way these clip because they completely... I mean, it could be enough, I guess. They just completely disappear. Okay, so for these ones, it's a lot easier. Or it's not. Although maybe some better ground rules because it wasn't so much fun when people were in Mistlands by the second day. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we'd have that many people playing this time, to be fair. That was at a time where we had like 80 viewers on Twitch whenever I went live on Valheim. Oh, that's a standard one. That's why. Okay, then I'm fine with that. I don't think we'd have that problem this time around. Okay. Obviously, we've got to figure out these windows. It says, you know, the image itself says there is not... It's like quite a small window. Like, realistically, there's pretty much just a window right there. Like, that's what the image says. Not the best, but that would be what it's saying, so. We do as the image asks. Not because it is easy, but because it is hard. But it actually is easy in this case. I know I've kind of double placed my things here. I might have to undo that. No, it'll stick through. All good. Whee! I should probably do the right thing. Fine. Look, I would just like to say that globally, this is a pretty good attempt. Like from a, you know, messing things up perspective. I was kind of hoping for, yeah, I might do this. I'm trying to hoping for a window cover that, because if you look at the image here, the windows are very spindly. They have the arches to them, which is why I was using that other add-on. I've done like the little archways here. I could add banisters. I don't mind adding things from my mod packs, like I don't care too much. But something like this. You know? It might give us the idea we're looking for. Like I might use this here on these two. Oopsie. So I might use those there, but then put a signpost on here. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I think I do want to. Curious how that'll look. Eh. It'll do. They're just windows. Why does that not sit right? There we go. Those are not even. Am I crazy? There we go. I was like, those are not even. That makes sense. Okie dokie. Oh no. There we go. No. All right. Yo, what's going on, Renegade? Good to see you. I did have a good Easter weekend. I hope you did as well. I did indeed. You been up to anything interesting, Renegade? The only thing I didn't put on this house was a chimney. But it would go. I mean, we said right there. Well, first and foremost, grilled lamb chops, so that sounds nice. That sounds tasty. Well, we're just out here building a little bit tonight. I don't think the chimney is going to work right there, unfortunately. Yes. Yeah, we did try it on stream. I only played one day of it, but we did. I thought it was nice in a lot of ways. To be honest, I hadn't played a shooter in a long time, so I went back to Apex a little bit to try and get better at shooters again. But I didn't dislike it by any means. I think super nostalgic with the like the ring closing sound, and like there were some really good like kind of nostalgic moments that I really appreciated. Obviously it still just feels like, you know, Warzone with the engine. I can really appreciate the no loadout guns thing. I think that was probably my biggest pull that I really enjoyed. Was the no loadout with the like just ground loot essentially. Yeah, I thought it was a good attempt in that respect, yeah. I didn't dislike it. I think I don't know if I know how to play those or on that engine specifically, like whatever Warzone runs on. I'm just not good at that, you know? I only played it one day though, so no biggie. I wouldn't mind trying it again sometime. And I have it, it's free. So, but I've been better at Apex before, so I went back. That's a much harder game, but we played Apex a decent amount recently just to try and get back into the shooter feels. Which Apex is, you know, can be difficult and frustrating because it's such a high skill gap. Well, it's deep. Why is that so loud? The bass on that's crazy. So yeah, I didn't, I'd be up to play it again. I think I just enjoy Apex more, weirdly enough, because I understand it. Which is hilarious to say, because it's very hard to enjoy Apex. Enjoying Apex is an interesting thought. Oh, look at my Christmas tree of lights. How nice. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I prefer the non-customizing of the gun part. I think in Blackout, I mean, you could, okay, I wish it was like attachments on the ground thing, like Blackout. Or like if you found a 2x scope or a stock or a extended mag, like you could put it on the gun off the ground. I like that. I don't like the loadout thing. Because you can just, I don't have the time to grind all the weapons and get all the stuff and, you know. So I'm a big fan of, you know, the ability to just have guns that everyone else has. That was cool. Fan of that. But yeah, a lot of the guns are kind of crap. At least, like, you know, I've actually, the reason I was waiting to play again was they were supposed to add a solo mode and a duos mode because all they had was squads. So I'm actually, I was waiting for them to add an additional mode before I played again. No, the only problem with the Black Forest is that this is what the grass looks like. And you can't modify that. I definitely made a lot more space for myself than I needed to on this one. Just gonna start etching this out. See how it looks. Yeah, I think I don't think it'll make the splash either, unfortunately. I think it's not like Dead on Arrival or anything. I would assume people are currently playing it. But I don't know the player counts by any means. Okay, I think that's... I don't really want to sit here and do all this, so I'm just going to do enough for it to look good. Then we're going to add some trees and stuff. Oh, I'm leveling up, guys. Huge news. Hi, dear. I frightened you. Alright, chat, what are we thinking so far? Of the cabin. How are we doing? Surprisingly, I feel okay about it. Oh, that's a big scary... I don't know about them. Those have been in the game. I haven't played the real game since those have been in. I have not played the real Valheim since these little guys have been going in the Black Forest. It did make me miss the community games you used to have. That's true. That was a lot of fun. The old mixer days. You know, sometimes it's hard to know if it was the good old days or if if nostalgia's a hell of a drug, you know? But obviously, I will say we had a pretty damn strong community back then. I think there was a point where I was streaming Valheim to like 80 plus people and we had a community server. That was a really strong community overall. But I'd say the mixer community was still probably my strongest, biggest community globally, I would have to say. I stayed in a log cabin in Arkansas that looked like that. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Well, here I am making your cabin, I guess. Go to sleep. Making too much noise, brother. This is a peaceful building channel. Okay, I don't want to cultivate. Think. Did they remove the thing I want? The updates they did messed up some of the stuff. Man, I swear they... Either I'm not seeing or they got rid of it. So if I do this, it won't be a seed. No, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Booger Hollow. Yeah, it was a good effort, Renegade. I don't think, I mean, as is seen now, I'm just not, you know, destined to be a bigger streamer, you know? It just isn't meant to be. Some things just aren't supposed to happen, you know? I'm trying to just riff in now to get all the little pieces down that I want. Booger Hollow is a crazy name. That's all I'm saying. Have a patch from the gift shop there. 7. Look, I mean, whatever they need to do, you know? Whatever they gotta do. Okay. Okie dokie. I mean, the cozy cabin is cozying. I've obviously added a couple extra trees here that would be in the way of the portrait. But overall, not bad, huh? So far. Not bad. I have to put those like horn things up here. I actually think, ironically, these things are probably best for that. Not too shabby. Does it need more lanterns? I mean, it will always need more, according to you guys, I think. But I'm not sure. That looks stupid. Not really sure. How? I would like to portray this so we could cop out and do one of the provided things. Literally forget where they are. I mean, we could just bury this place in lanterns, technically. I feel like that would be an option. Am I being insane? Where are they? Where are the thingy-majigs? I must be missing them. Have I really? Am I out of my mind? Well, I'm sure there's something else I can do. Like, where's that Ashland's, like, U-shaped bench? There it is. Speaking of lanterns. Gonna need a whole lot of kerosene for this place. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna try one more time to try and find... Just put lava lamps up here. I'm not really sure how it's possible, there they are, that I couldn't find those this whole time. How would it look better with the other thing I do sometimes? What did I break there? Oh, okay. Would it look better with the half thing back? In this case, you don't have to do that because they're already there. Okie dokie. I mean, the only thing that's not accurate to this, like, really is this. And then technically... we could put down these. Hmm. think that's everything. Hmm. Okie dokie. I mean, I think that's everything. I was going to decorate the inside, but I don't really want to anymore. I mean, that went way, way better than I thought it would, so I can't be mad about that. Probably am not going to do all that. Because that would be a lot of work for a lot of nothing. It's just like getting an idea for funsies what any of this would look like. I mean, outside of decorating it, the interior is pretty clean. Like, I didn't do a ton of cheating on, like, things that would stick out, or like, you know, if you just ignore it, it looks okay kind of thing. I think it's actually quite clean. Just trying to think if there's anything I wanted to put anywhere, but I don't really know that I do. What would that look like? Stupid is the answer to that question. I mean, it doesn't look stupid, but it doesn't look good. Might as well do it over here while I'm here. That's so weird, that sound. There's like a sensitivity to like certain thuds. Alright, well that'll do. I did some cool little things here and there. Could be worse, could be better. But I think I made a reasonable home here. A cozy cabin, as it is portrayed. That was the mission, a cozy cabin. I'm sure there's something I'm supposed to do up here that I'm not thinking about right now. Like a loft with a bed or something cute, you know? Alright. Well. Therapy. I'm going to call that a pretty good success. You check out the imager link one more time. Like I don't know. I added some extra greenery so you can't get the exact image with the trees in the way, but I think it's a better, you know, building in these kind of rocks in this kind of natural looking area makes it better. It's a nice little backdrop. Got some drainage issues right there, but we don't worry about that. The only thing we did not do on this is a chimney. That's really the one thing we didn't do. Otherwise, we pretty much did everything. Doesn't really look even. All right. Well, hate to be done so early, but I also don't hate to be done so early. I am quite tired for some reason. I don't know. Pretty good day. Pretty good build. I am somewhat concerned that I've screwed myself. This is by far the lowest Valheim Let's Build stream by like almost 40 to 60 viewers. So that's really bad. I may have screwed myself. I'm not sure. Also, the fact that I can't get half of my metrics makes me feel like something's wrong. I don't know what would be wrong, but it seems like maybe something is. I hope something's wrong, and that's why it's not being pushed. But otherwise, I've confused my YouTube channel, and my YouTube lives are not going anywhere. So, oopsie daisy. But also, that's why doing what you love and enjoy it is bullshit, for the record. Because none of that is true. It's all a lie. However, I had fun doing this, and I have fun doing my Let's Plays, so I'm going to keep doing that. Sorry, YouTube, for my disagreements with you, but it's gonna stay. Oh, I'm dropping mega frames, which is super cool. That's the other thing about this. My main channel here drops frames. I don't drop any frames on my other channel. I don't understand the situation. So I'm sorry if it's all choppy here at the end. We're going to be calling it a night. Oh, that's fair. March Madness. Yeah, sports ball could be a thing. I mean, I don't expect to do well with these, but whenever no matter how coherently I stream Let's Builds, I get between 60 and 100 viewers, which is amazing. It's unbelievable. I don't think we passed 11 today, which is a notable difference. But yeah, maybe it's March Madness. And my internet is madness right now, so I really do apologize. All right, guys. I'm going to go off for the night. I very much appreciate all of you who are here, that you liked the stream, you chatted. It's nice to see everybody. I do want to do a few more of these builds if you guys like them. I do enjoy these Let's Builds. I just don't want to get burnt out on them, so I'm afraid to do them too often because I really enjoy Valheim building and I don't want it to become something different for me. So that's why I'm a little weirdly avoidant of doing this, even though it's by far my most successful thing and I do enjoy it. So anyways, if you're watching Sports Ball, have a good time watching Sports Ball. Thank you for sticking with me through this build. It wasn't too big of a difficult one.